and you have branch 2 and branch 1. Each information is given to you. And it says that they are going to replace the branch 1 and 2 with one pipe. So what's the flow in branch 1 and what's the L? So much information. So I will start from here. I have the picture. I will write whatever I have. It says Q is 100 cubic meter per second. I don't have the information, so if I have them wrong here, let me know. L1, 500 meter, D1, 2 meter, F1, 0.08. This is a type of question that you will see in the exam. Probably I may change that and says that you should find F from Moody diagram. D2, 3 meter. Am I right? Am I writing the correct one? Yeah. Okay. F2 was 0.02. It asked for what is the L of equivalent if I'm going to replace both pipe with one. And what is Q in branch 1? For L equivalent is question. It says that you have the diameter. Diameter is the same as the branch 2, and F of equivalent is 0.02. So it's going to replace one pipe with these two, but the diameter and the F is the same as pipe 2. So I will start with the fact that I have the arrangement of parallel one. You have just one rule for parallel. The loss is the same. So I can start from here. H1 should be equal to H2. I will start opening that. F1, L1, E1, V square over 2G, F2, L2, D2, V square, 2G. Honestly, I don't have F1. Oh, I have F1. I don't have V1. I don't have V2. So that could be a problem. What I'm going to do, I'm going to replace velocities with discharge. Then I have another rule for parallel. Parallel says that Q1 plus Q2 should be Q equal. So if I have one from there and write Q here, I will end up two different Q equations, which may help me. So I will replace this one with Q. I did nothing, just replace the velocity with Q. Why? Because I believe that I can do something if I have everything based on Q. So I think I have the numbers here. 0.018. L1, D1. Q1, I'm keeping that. 2, G, pi, 2 square over 4 equal to 0.02, 400 over D multiplied by Q2 over 2, 2G pi V square over 4. That's a long one. I will cancel out this one, this one, this one. So I will end it up 0.08 multiplied by 500. You want to 0.02, 400 Q22 over. I wish that I write everything correct. And you have power of 5 because I have 4 here, 1 here, 1 here, 4 here. So D could be power to 5. This 5 is the reason that I have a 4 here, a 1 here. If you solve that, probably you will have something based on Q1 and Q2, which I'm going to call it number 1. So what I did nothing except that just looking at the picture and notice that this is parallel. For parallel, I have 2 rules. 1, HFs are equal. 2, Qs are equal to the Q of both of pipes. So I start from scratch. I ended up here. Here I noticed that maybe it's a good idea to make it consistent and write everything based on Q because I know my second step. My second step is based on Qs. So if I do everything based on Q, probably I can figure it out. So, and if you are calculating this and you will find this number, you did a correct calculation. I will wait like some seconds for you, but if you figure it out, go for the next step and says that Q total is equal to Q1 plus Q2. There we go. Q of total is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Do I have Q of total? Yes. What's the number of that? My Q total is, the question is already gave you that number. Uh-huh. So this is number 2 for you. Instead of Q1, I use equation number 1. So I will write Q2 plus 0.342 Q2 is Q. So I will end it up, Q is going to be equal to 1.342 Q2. That's equation number 2 for me. So no need to do anything, just write 100.342 Q2, and you have Q2, which is 74.16 cubic meter per second. That's your Q2. Q1 based on number 1 is equal to 0.342 multiplied by the one that you just calculated, and it's equal to 25 cubic meter per second. You already figure out the part because it says that what's the L of equivalent and what is the Q in the first branch. So done. Second part. What is the Q of equivalent? I'm going to replace that with something like that. From here to here. So get rid of these two, replace it with something like that. D 3 meter, F 0.02. Any idea how to start solving that? We have similar question not last week, a week before that. Okay, a hint. Is it correct if I says that the loss of this system should be equal to loss of this system? Makes sense, right? I'm going to replace everything. The loss should be the same. So I can say HF of 0.1 or 2, whatever you want, should be equal to HF if I make an equivalent pipe. F1, L1, B1, Q1 square over 2G, area 1 equal to F of equivalent, L of equivalent, and everything related to equivalent. I'm going to simplify this and pi over 4 everything. So F1, L1 over D1 power to 5, Q1 square, F of equivalent, L of equivalent, D power to 5, Q of equivalent. Time to put the numbers. F1 was this, if I remember correctly. L1, 500. D1, 2 power to 5. Q1, 25.484 square. F of equivalent, it says that consider is this one. L of equivalent, this is exactly what you are looking for. It says that consider 3 for diameter. Q of equivalent, what are you going to use for that? You are going to replace 2 pipe with 1 pipe. What would be the discharge of 1 pipe when you are replacing that with 2 pipes?
Would it be easier to use the other pipe or two? Then you would have the diameters canceling out and the F's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 3 can be canceled. Yeah, that would be a smart way, actually. Yeah. What would be the Q here? Yeah, the total. Exactly. You are replacing 2 pipe with 1 pipe. Brain says that I need to pass the same water, one from the pipe 1, one from pipe 2. If you do that, you will end it up 221 point this 1 meter.